The Honorable Vice President is coming.
Sorry for the delay. Got stuck in the Please. Please sit here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us here as we mark another very important, momentous milestone on a journey that we began more than a year ago, a journey that was called Sanjeevani, a shot of life. Before I move any further, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to the Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu. Thank you very much, sir, on behalf of the entire Network 18 family, for giving us your time and your attention, and for being such a gracious host and allowing us to show you what we've been able to accomplish over the past year. It has been a very, very difficult last 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. India, the world have suffered on account of the COVID-19 pandemic. And as a responsible media network, Network 18 decided that it was incumbent upon us to take the lead and ensure that when there was a ray of hope, a ray of light in the form of vaccination, that we took a step forward and spread the message across the length and breadth of the country. We were very, very privileged to have partners who joined us along this journey. Federal Bank, United Way, thank you ever so much for being partners in this arduous journey that we undertook in the first week of April last year. As I mentioned, we have traveled the length and breadth of the country. You will see glimpses of what this journey has meant. We've spoken with Anganwadi workers, ASHA workers, state government, central government teams. Our Sanjeevani vans have managed to traverse and negotiate very difficult terrain to spread the message of why vaccination is important. And today, as we embark on a road to recovery, as India charts its way out of the COVID-19 pandemic, we would like to share with you what we have been able to accomplish, and we would hope that this will inspire and create an ecosystem of stakeholders who will take this journey forward. So thank you very much again, Vice President, for giving us the time today, and we hope that you enjoy this very short film that we've put together for you.
In April 2021, Network 18 and the Federal Bank came together to launch the Sanjivani initiative amidst the second wave of the pandemic in India.
आप सबका स्वागत है। वैक्सीन हैशटैग लगाया गया, ये सवाल मैं आपसे पूछते रहने वाला हूँ।
But the situation on the ground during the Sanjivani launch was unimaginable.
And India is in the middle of the second wave of COVID infections, and the daily case count is now the highest that we've seen in the last 5 months. Second wave is at least 4 times more ferocious than the first.
One of the biggest things that the bank at that point in time was keen to do is how do we reach out to a larger community and try to be of some use.
From the healthcare perspective, we knew the second wave was just terrible for us, and from that we realized that vaccination was the only way.
Network 18 had this grand sort of theme around how we can not only help people get it, but create awareness in such a way that a large part of the country and the population understands the need for vaccination.
Vaccine hesitancy was going to be a natural corollary to this entire exercise. So, we thought that Sanjeevani should also address that aspect of it. We identified about 5 districts.
Each of this district required a different kind of a nuanced approach. It required a well customized approach and strategy of reaching out to the community.
तो 50% के ऊपर एरियाज जो भी है पूरा हिली एरियाज है, वहाँ पे ठीक से ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, घर आके एक घर से दूसरा घर बहुत दूर दूर है। पहले हमने यहाँ पे काम शुरू किया, तब अवेयरनेस के पहले हमने शुरू किया था, उसके साथ साथ वैक्सीनेशन भी देना था। तब बहुत सारी जगह पे हमको ऐसा मिला कि लोग कह रहे थे नहीं यहाँ पे हमको वैक्सीनेशन की जरूरत नहीं है,
व्हीकल भी नहीं लेके जा सकते, ज़्यादातर पैदल चलना पड़ता है।
We started this program in the month of June or May end, and the monsoon was already there, and we had to battle with monsoon and with the terrain.
We are setting a fast pace, a pace that the world has to now emulate in getting the jab. After all, it is the Sanjeevani, it is the shot of life.
हमारा उद्देश्य ये है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को हम कोरोना वैक्सीन दे सकें। संजीवनी कैंप के जरिए हम लोगों को जागरूक कर रहे हैं, लोगों को कोरोना के बारे में बता रहे हैं।
Somewhere along the way we came up with this idea of, okay, let's have a visible symbol, a moving symbol of Sanjeevani that will go from various parts of the country. So that's how the idea of the Sanjeevani van came up.
जब हमने वैक्सीनेशन स्टार्ट किया, रिस्पॉन्स थोड़ा सा कम था।
गाली गलौज भी देते थे, हम यहाँ पर क्या टीवी लगा कर चल रहे थे, हमारा घर तो यहीं पर ही है, तो लोग हमको तो रात में टीवी पर आते थे कि क्यों लगवाया, हमारी मेरी मिसेस को क्यों लगाया, उसको दुकान चली जाओ तो कॉल करते हैं। बहुत सारी दिक्कतें हमने देखी यहाँ पर, और फिर इसके बाद में लगवाया। बहुत से लोगों ने तो हमको बार बार भगाया, डांटा, बोले कि थोड़े शब्द भी बोले, हमने सहन भी किया। हमने मन में ठान ही लिया था कि एक बार तो टीकाकरण पूरा गांव सुरक्षित करके ही छोड़ेंगे।
I think the clincher was when our teams pulled out, so to say, the voice of India in the form of Shakti Mahadevan and his, in that song.
So then we said, okay, let's have a snappy, very catchy, piece of lyrics which is like Tika Laga. Tika Laga is a very musical thing.
The anthem by itself was very catchy, a great song, had a lot of energy to it. That also would get people, very interested in it, and then it would really make them receptive to the larger message of the campaign.
Sanjeevani stood out because we had a connect on the ground. We were talking in the language that people understood.
So in some places we actually deployed the van and variants of this van, things like small buses and so on, to ferry people from their village to these health centers, get them vaccinated and bring them back into their village.
उसको समझाया कि तैयार हो जाओ, जो भी आपको वैक्सीनेशन सेंटर जाने के लिए तकलीफ होती है वो संजीवनी में शाम लेके जाएंगे, समुद्देश्य किया, वो लोग रेडी गए।
On 25th June 2021, the Ministry of Health issued new guidelines stating that COVID-19 vaccines can and should be given to pregnant women. And the Sanjivani initiative expanded the scope of their target to include this vulnerable group.
प्रेग्नेंट महिलाएं अपने बच्चों को लेकर काफ़ी ज़्यादा उसको सेंसिटिव भी रहती है, उनको क्यों मना भी चाहिए?
गर्भवतियों ने तो बहुत सारों ने मना कर दिया था कि हम नहीं लगवाएंगे वैक्सीन, बच्चों को कुछ हो जाएगा, बच्चे की जान चली जाएगी, गर्म होते वैक्सीन। तो फिर हमने समझाइश दी कि अगर बीमारी आ गई तो ना तो माँ बच पाएगी ना बच्चा बच पाएगा। हमने लगवाया, पहला डोज भी लगवाया और सेकेंड डोज भी लगवाया। तो फर्स्ट डोज के लिए भी आए लेने के लिए और सेकेंड डोज के लिए भी आए लेने के लिए।
When the government announced that door-to-door inoculation should be facilitated to people with disabilities, special needs or physical challenges, the role of the Sanjeevani van became even more relevant.
We have identified some people who are bedridden, who are not able to come to the center. We are going there to provide the vaccination in their house only. So ASHA worker and sister and female sister is nurse.
अमृतसर में चुनने का रीज़न ये है कि एक तो माइग्रेंट पीपल बहुत लोग अफवाहों के पीछे ज़्यादा चलते हैं।
हमने 200 विलेजेस ऐसे चूज किए हैं जहाँ पे हम 100% टीकाकरण कराना चाहते हैं। जो लोगों के मन में वहम है, भरम है और टीकाकरण या कोविड को लेकर डर है, उसको दूर करके
कोरोना ने कला तेरा ही नहीं सारे जहां दा बुरा हाल किया है।
We used to place Nukkad Natak in few of the villages where people were not coming out. We would rope in local stakeholders and we would go out to the villages talking about vaccinations.
When there is a crisis of this nature, there is no textbook for it, right? You have to literally do the sensible things and keep correcting as you go. And I think this was a good proof of that. When sensible people come together, they make things happen.
And the grand finale, the crowning glory of the Sanjivani campaign. Network 18 hosted India's first telethon on vaccinating the country, honoring the unforgettable contribution and sacrifice of India's exemplary frontline workers.
आज सम्मानित हो रहे सभी हेल्थ वर्कर्स को मैं बधाई देता हूँ, अभिनंदन भी करता हूँ। वैक्सीनेशन को लेकर नेटवर्क 18 की पहल की मैं हार्दिक सराहना करता हूँ।
बहुत अच्छा कैंपेन है, अ शॉट ऑफ लाइफ।
पहले तो मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहूँगा कि आपने ये संजीवनी प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किया। At least we don't have, fear of vaccination anymore. I think that is very, very good. So thanks to the healthcare workers and the government's efforts and every ministry that's worked tirelessly also with us.
You guys are the real heroes of our country, and I know that you know that. But truly, Jai Hind to all of you.
Short glimpse of the work that we've been able to do in partnership with many, many collaborators over the past year. Sir, may we request you to please say a few words, encourage the stakeholders who've been part of this journey so that we can continue to take this forward.
Shri Santosh Menon, Shri Punit Singhvi, Srimati Sharin Bhan, Shri Ananda Narsimhan is there. Oh. I was mistaking Ananda Narsimhan to some cinema actor. Senior executives from Network 18 and the Federal Bank, distinguished dignitaries and others watching online. I am really happy to be part of this program because it's an initiative for the larger good of the people of the country. That's why when it was suggested to me, I immediately agreed to be part of this small but beautiful program. Friends, this is an initiative which requires commitment, conviction, and then passion to serve the people. This vaccination was the need of the hour, even now, of course. But unfortunately, because of variety of reasons, people initially had their own doubts which have been created. And some sections of the people started hesitating to take the vaccine. So in such a situation, this initiative by Network 18 and along with Federal Bank is really praiseworthy to educate the people, remove the misgivings in the minds of the people, and reaching out to the people. It is the responsibility of the government, but at the same time, people's participation and cooperation from the well-meaning organizations is very much required to see that this program gets momentum and becomes a successful one. Making Indians aware of the importance of vaccination against coronavirus. COVID-19 pandemic affected each one of us in many ways. Some were affected medically, some were physically, some were mentally. A lot of people who have gone through depression also. And also some people unfortunately succumbed to the deadly virus. It was during this time we as a nation came together to help each other and do our bit towards humanity. I would like to take a moment and convey my deepest appreciation to all the doctors, scientists, and frontline health workers for the extraordinary resilience and spirit of sacrifice displayed by them in fighting the pandemic and serving the people. It's a sacrifice because at that time, even medical personnel, sanitary workers, many of these people who are working in the front line, they were all affected. There was a pressure even from their family members also. But fortunately, our medical fraternity, they stood firm and they have done an excellent job. And I also would like to appreciate our scientists, Indian scientists, who have come forward and came out with this Indian-made vaccine. That's a great achievement of our scientists, and I salute them for what they have done. It is the collective effort of the government and the citizens that over 183 crore COVID-19 vaccine have been administered so far. This is truly a remarkable achievement. I appeal to those who are yet to be vaccinated to shed vaccine hesitancy and get vaccinated at the earliest for your sake, for the sake of fellow citizens of the country. And I would like to congratulate Network 18 and Federal Bank for launching the Sanjivani campaign. And it was rightly and aptly named Sanjeevani. In spreading awareness and addressing vaccine hesitancy at a crucial time amidst the pandemic. My dear sisters and brothers, no matter how successful we become in life, we should never forget our roots and always find ways to uplift the people around us. This is the true meaning of life. When it comes to companies, corporate social responsibility gives them a wonderful opportunity to give back to society. CSR is not mere charity or philanthropy, but a responsibility towards making a difference in the lives of the people. Friends, vaccination plays an important role in preventing many life-threatening diseases. Therefore, the focus should be on creating public awareness on the benefits of vaccines, especially in the rural areas. Media organizations can play a more proactive role in spreading awareness of the importance of various health-related issues. I call upon the media organizations, both electronic as well as print, to emulate this example and carry forward this message to the people of India. I feel very happy to be part of this program. I'm sorry I got a little bit late because of the program I had in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Anything else would have been in my control. But as I said, program, so I have to be there till the end and then join you. All the best. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
I have to say Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, because I see Krishna and Govinda on either side. And it is the boundless energy that we've been blessed with, that we were able to stay true to our cause. So I have to thank you very, very much, after thanking Krishna, for allowing us this audience and also allowing us to present to you what we as a network have been able to do. The Gita says, focus on your karma, don't bother about the fruit. So the moment we decided on Mission Sanjeevani, even before Federal Bank joined us, we had said no matter what, we will go ahead and work on this aspect of spreading vaccine awareness. And in 9 months, from why are you vaccinating me to why aren't you vaccinating me, we've seen that journey. And there are many people who have spent tireless amounts of effort to try and do this. And you saw some of them manifest. Some of those partners are here, United Way, Mumbai, Federal Bank, Apollo, they're all there. So I thank all of them. But one thing, sir, which I'm very proud of, is the strength and power of our network. So as we thank you, I'd also like to thank the entire network, all the editors who have come there and championed this and made it a cause, made it worth for everybody to recognize and appreciate. Special thanks to Shankar Mahadevanji. He sends special regards to you. He knows you very well. And he said he couldn't make it, he would have come. And it was one call from me. And in 30 seconds, and Manpreet will bear me on that, he said, yes, I will do it. And the next day he said, let's do this with Tika Laga. And Tika Laga became an anthem. So many stories to share, Honorable Vice President, sir. But I thank you very, very much, and I thank everybody else. And sir, I'd now request the editors to come and give you something which is very, very special. We'd like to give you a small memento, and I'd request Anand also to join us, please.